First and foremost, ladies, thank you so much for your time today. It's such a pleasure to watch an absolutely refreshing show through and through. I've just enjoyed every single second of it, that's for sure. I would love to start by getting to know what it was that attracted each of you to this project.
The character breakdown. The character breakdown, immediately I saw myself in this young lady. It made me excited to be able to come with such a breakout role and in the capacity that it was. I said, oh, what a way to break out.
Mhm. For me, it was also the character breakdown, and I saw skating. I'm like, okay, I can skate. I can skate. I literally for my audition, I went to the skating rink that day, did a whole skate routine video just to submit to say, hey, look, I can skate.
I can
Okay.
do
For me, it was the whole Memphis aspect, the fact that they telling the story of my hometown. And I'm like, I gotta be a part of it. Like I just have to.
Mhm.
That makes total sense. And actually, the characters are something I want to talk about a lot today because they are just so refreshing and so enriching. They really, really are. And I love that so much. I want to know how each of you found the authenticity of these characters because they all feel so real and so authentic.
It is real. I think each one of us relate to our character very much, but specifically for Ty, she's a young mom, and she's, in school trying to make that a thing, but she's also wanting to be a model and chase the dream because that's what she really wants to do.
Yeah.
And me, myself, I am a young mom. I have a 6-year-old, and as you see, I am chasing the dream as well. So I'm trying to find the balance between motherhood and still living for myself.
I would say like the younger version of me is Frances in all the ways. Like she's very like temperamental and she just don't believe in herself. Like, yeah, okay, I could go culinary school, I could do this or whatever, but she just feels so trapped by her environment. And a lot of her storyline and my storyline just intertwine.
Well done. Jasmine, what?
Yes, Keisha has very big dreams and very limited resources. That was also my upbringing coming up. I had very big dreams, didn't know how I was going to get there. And so, and it's funny because Keisha, although her resources are limited, they don't have to be. But she has morals, very good morals, and so she chooses that approach. And I'm like that as well. As we know, we can always take the easy way out, but I'm willing to take the long route to get where I want to be so that it's more fulfilling. And Keisha is very similar to that as well.
Oh, that's so awesome. That really is. That's such beautiful pieces of what you've all pulled together to create these amazing characters. And what I really love about the show is that it just has just so much to say about life. And just there's so many beautiful things that it celebrates and so many things that we can all relate to. Um, I'm just curious what you kind of each hope on a more personal level, audiences take away from this series when they've had a chance to watch season one and kind of digest it.
I hope that the audience takes away when it comes to Keisha in particular. She faces a lot of grief. We all are facing a lot of adversity, but to learn how to not allow that to be your downfall. And more than anything, you can use that as fuel and motivation. Where you are doesn't have to be where you'll always be at.
Mhm. I hope that people can take away the fact that it's not over until it's over. Honestly, it's never over. It's only over once you stop trying. And I hope that it pushes everyone to just keep chasing the dream no matter what. Don't let anybody tell you no. Don't let anybody stop you or deter you from it. Just keep doing it.
One thing I would have to say is community, because throughout all the stuff that the girls go through together, like they try to stick together and lean on each other. And so I know a lot of times people feel like they alone in what they go through. So I would say like I hope people can find a community and not feel so alone in whatever they're going through.
I love that. Those are all some really great lessons. That's for sure. I love each and every one of those. And also, this is another great show when it comes to just it's just fun. I mean, the whole thing that's it's a good memory for a lot of us in that respect of it too. Just from each of you, just from personal experiences, what did you each enjoy the most about getting a chance to just work on something that's just so fun?
Ooh, I enjoy being in the atmosphere, really, just being able to be around good people, good energy. We really enjoyed just being there and saying, "Oh my goodness, I am living the dream right now. This is what I prayed and hoped for, and it's happening right in front of my eyes." So just being able to do it, and very thankful for Deji, Thomas, and the whole All Black team for allowing me to do this.
I gotta agree. Just being on set. That was my first time being on set and doing anything like that. I'm like, ooh, I hope I don't mess nothing up. I hope I'm doing everything right. But just being in that moment and working with legendary people in front of the camera, behind the camera was just full circle for real.
Yes, same, same, same. The skating rink in particular was extra fun because it just didn't feel like work at some point. It was like we are just literally here to have fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with having spending your day. I was work today. We were at the skating rink all day.
Yeah,
That's
we were at the skating rink all day, all day.
it's just hanging out at the skating rink all day. No big
Yeah,
deal.
we shot a few things.
No major.
Working between a
Yeah.
few. I love that a lot. And I think what's really great about shows like this too is I'm a big proponent of as a writer. I always kind of take something away from the shows that I cover, the stuff that I write. And I like to think the actors kind of pull something from their experience as well. And I'm just kind of curious what each of your characters and this series kind of taught you in season one.
That's a good one.
I think it taught me because Ty is, battling with her own insecurities of not feeling like she's good enough. And just, being in rooms where it's like she becomes small in these rooms. And it's kind of, I've battled with that a little bit myself. And it reminds me like, girl, you are who you think you are. Be that, stand strong in that, be confident in that, and keep going.
Yeah. I would say that Francis really taught me how to advocate for myself more and
Hmm.
speak up for myself more. Not necessarily like you got to get all wild and stuff like that, but like definitely be vocal about what it is that you want and what you need out of life and from the people around you.
I think Keisha has taught me to not rely so much on other people. And that's as far as like even emotional support. Find that within yourself. Learn how to get that within yourself because that'll help better for letdowns.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. I love that a lot. And obviously, this is an interesting time in television right now where we're seeing a lot more shows that do things that we've never seen television shows do. I mean, I'm hard pressed to think of a television show that's just about the skating rink and just about life like this. But I think it's important to put that on TV and display that. And I'm curious what each of you kind of think now is the right time to have a show like this on the air.
Absolutely. I think it is a good time because, after everything in the industry was going down, a lot of things changed. And now I feel like it's the time to get new things out. If there's no better time, it's right now because I feel like people are fishing for new content, and this is the content.
I think it's so relatable and down to earth. Like sometimes the things that we watch on TV might be a little out of reach or out of our orbit and stuff. So the fact that you could watch this show and be like, I know what Keisha, I know what Francis, I know what Ty. I think a lot of people are gonna love that.
Mhm.
I think it's the perfect time because there is nothing on television like it right now. I think that it's showing a lot of representation for a lot of characters that are underrepresented.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. On that part too, that's another important thing is we definitely need more representation on television. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And also the fact that Jasmine, you just brought up exactly what I want to talk about next was the fact that this is such a unique show. There is nothing like it on TV right now.
Mhm.
And I'm curious what it means to each of you then as actors to be a part of something that is such so refreshing and so original and so unique.
It means the world to me because this is my first series regular leading role. And for it to be something so close to home as a girl raised in the South for real, it means a lot because I'm speaking up for everybody who's not spoken up for, and I feel like we're showing that we are somebody too. We are doing big things too. We can do things. And I'm just grateful that we get to show that on TV. And I'm praying that, as the seasons go on, because I'm gonna speak it, we become those legends. Like people look at us and say, "Oh my gosh, that's Ty, that's Keisha, that's Fran," and they just remember that. And this will be like a very big stepping stone for all of us.
I forgot exactly how you phrased the question, but what I do know I want to say is I'm very excited for little Black girls growing up, being able to see themselves on camera and being able to see what we came from and what we made it to, both on the camera and off the camera. That's really important to me.
Yeah, I just gotta agree with both of they said, like seeing people who look like you, and it just means the world to like us to be in this position and to tell this story. So it's just super important, and it's just a really great honor to do so, really.
It sounds like it, but sure, I can only imagine how big an honor that really is. And obviously now we're in the thick of the season right now. It's on new episodes every Thursday on All Black, which is great.
Yes.
But I am curious as we continue to move along. I don't want to spoil anything, but what are you most excited for audiences to experience in the next few weeks as we continue through season one?
Ooh, it's getting juicy. You think you've seen something, you ain't seen nothing yet. It gets crazier and juicier.
How things unfold.
Mhm.
People might think they know the direction that things are heading in, but it's like, no,
Mm-mm.
you
Mm-mm.
don't, you don't know. Keep watching.
Yeah, a lot of twists and turns and stuff.
Yes.
So just stay tuned. Stay
Yes.
tuned.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Okay, good. So there's a lot of big surprises coming. You can't ask for more of a tease than that. That's just perfect. That really is.
Mhm.
The last question that I have for all of you today, again, thank you so much for your time and your amazing insights. I would just love to know what you're most proud of when it comes to what you've accomplished in season one here.
Mm.
Mm.
For me personally, this was a lot of firsts for me.
Mm.
It was my first leading role on a series. It was the first time that I had a scene where I was literally shooting myself. I was on skates and they had a camera attached to me. And I was
Mhm.
just like, y'all trust me to do this? Wow. First of all, I was impressed. And I was like, don't mess this up. But I was
Right.
like, this is crazy. I remember seeing Will Smith doing something like that. So I'm like, whoa, okay. So that was the first. It was the first that I've had to have an accent before, but not this long, not this thorough. So that was another first for me. The first time I got to skate in a role, it,
Mhm.
it, it was just a lot of firsts for me.
Yeah. I think I'm just proud of accomplishing it. Seeing it through to the end and now seeing the execution that we put out here, seeing it on the screen I can't be more proud of that. Like I did that. Like I shot that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree with both that they said, but piggybacking off of Ashanti, just proud of the whole thing, start to finish. I was very in the moment, taking everything in, just all the relationships that I've made, the memories that I've made, like 10, not a million out of 10 experience, like no lie.
Yeah.
That's so incredible that really is. And then did an amazing job. I know that I've been carefully watching and I've got to go through the rest of the season because I need to know how this first season ends. So well, that is all the time we have, all the questions I have for you today. Thank you again so much, ladies. Really do
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.